Hello everyone, my name's Andrew. This is going to be my first video for the Social Anxiety Forum, where I've been a member for over a decade now. Originally I'm come from England, but a few years ago I started living in Switzerland for family reasons. I'm not very good with speaking off the cuff, but I'll try to anyway. Yeah, the structure of the video, I guess, would be my idea would be to talk about before, how things were before I joined the forum around, I think it was 2002. I might have joined initially and then rejoined with another account. Yeah, so how was life prior to that, and then maybe in another video I'll give my thoughts on how life evolved, how it changed after joining the forum, and yeah, how things have improved, I guess, and how maybe after that can talk a bit about the future. Some of my ideas, I guess there's loads of areas you can talk about. I joined the forum in around 2002, I think, and yeah, before that time I had some ideas through looking on the internet that this problem existed. Before then, I really felt it was just something to grow out of. It was, I didn't realise to what extent it was a genuine problem, perhaps one which wasn't so easy to change. And it affects a lot of people across the world, and in many cases very severely. So throughout my life, until joining the forum, until around the age of 21, 22, I was always, I guess, felt an outsider, regarded as the quiet one, one of the quieter ones, where in whichever social situation people, peers, relatives, seemed to their general attitude was it's something you have to change. You have to just talk more, be more sociable, that kind of thing. And no one really never came across anyone that really talked about social anxiety as being like a genuine problem for people. Before using the forum, really, I tried to lead a normal life as much as possible. I tried to force myself to go out, make friends, which I did with some degree of success. Obviously, there was a fair amount of isolation in my upbringing. I guess I don't really want to talk in great detail about my upbringing. That's a personal affair, and try and rationalise, come up with theories. This led to made the social anxiety worse, or resulted in it in the first place. But yeah, from the very young age, really, I think it was apparent that I was an introverted person, but I guess it really dawns on you perhaps more in around the ages of 9, 10 or so. And during my teenage years, as I went to school, school was quite far from my parents lived. I had to travel every day. I missed out a little bit on friends from school, being able to see them, have them close by. So that did create a bit of isolation, especially during the holidays. I didn't really enjoy school. There was some bullying. It wasn't a huge problem, I'd say, at my school. They were quite tight on it, although yeah, I did get on the receiving end a bit, and it certainly didn't help you, but at the same time I did develop some friendships while at school, but perhaps not on the same level as normal people. There's more really on the outside. Watching other people, having conversations, not really feeling able to fully participate. And around the age of 16, obviously I was interested in the usual things. I wanted to meet, interested in the opposite sex. So I tended to motivate me really to try to come out with myself. I put myself in like situations where I was really uncomfortable, but I felt, I had to do it really. I wanted to try and be like everyone else. I felt, as other from friends would tell me, that I could perhaps find, if only I would be more sociable, talk more and stuff. I believe that it was just a case of growing out of it, just continually exposing myself, and to some extent it did help, but it was quite traumatic as well when there were a lot of embarrassing moments I can recall. After that, I went to university again. I wasn't completely antisocial. I did have some good friends, but a lot of situations as well, I felt, for instance, in my course at university, I didn't really have very much close interaction with people. Felt very isolated in that sense. So it was. I guess I would drink alcohol to try and alleviate anxiety. So through that period, it was. I was just about hanging on, had some friends, but it was still. I realised there was a problem. I wasn't happy. Things. It was uncomfortable. I didn't really meet any women. I didn't have any girlfriends really during my time at university, apart from one very brief relationship. So, and afterwards, a lot of my few friends, that they were mostly from different places, different countries even. So, I lost contact with everyone pretty much afterwards. And it was around, I guess, the same time. as I reached the end of my university, at least my first time at university, it was around that time where I started using the internet more, became more aware through websites and forums about this anxiety, social anxiety, or whatever you want to call it. Really, there are various forms of anxiety. It's hard sometimes to differentiate between each one. So many different disorders, but yeah, I guess from reading, once I encountered that forum, it did strike a chord. It was very much, yes, this is exactly what I've been going through. I can relate to a lot of the problems, but all the same, I never really prolifically used the site from the time I joined. I did use other internet forums for completely different reasons, talking about sports and things like this. So it wasn't really that I spent all my time on the social anxiety forum or felt compelled to do so, but obviously from the point when I joined, I did pop in occasionally. As it became useful to sometimes when you have going through a difficult time, you're having a difficult day, it can help you to come there and give an account of your problems, read what other people have written as well.